Hello, everyone. This is David Werba. You probably know me from the Fundamental Escape podcast, doing the intros. I've kind of doing this on the fly, but sometimes you find magic shooting from the hip. And I want to talk about something today. It's this new series by Mark Fitzgerald. It's the Detox series. It's the Belief series. And to be honest, I don't even know what the hell it is. And I'm kind of pissed off because I wasn't told about this. Mark, are you there?
Hey, David, calm down. All will be revealed.
What the hell is going on here, man?
Well, that is the question of questions. Thank you for asking. Yes, so our YouTube channel is growing and expanding beyond belief, I guess you could say.
It's once I start like doing the intro and recording it, that's when it started growing. So you see the influence of my intros.
It's your golden voice.
Right? Yeah.
It
Okay.
is.
All right. I'm calm now.
So,
I got that out.
Yeah,
so.
Let's get a little bit serious.
Right.
So yeah, we've got two brand new series on YouTube. One is called the Belief series, which is myself and a gentleman named Lucas, who is an atheist and a street epistemologist, which, as people who've been following my blogs and some of my YouTube videos will know, I have been somewhat railing against street epistemology, but I have taken the time to talk with Lucas and get to know a bit more about what they're doing, and we are finding more common ground than I would care to admit, to be honest with you. So yeah,
Lucas is a good man. We both met him through Blab independently, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. So that's going at the moment. We've got 2 episodes in at the moment, and yeah, we're planning another one already, and it's probably going to be different topics. So a couple of ideas floating around in my head are things like, what is the Bible? Why the label atheist? What do we do with suffering? All these kind of deep questions. So the aim, I guess, at this stage seems to be kind of building a bridge between theists and atheists, which I know is a huge endeavor, to be honest. But it's going well so far.
Yeah, I mean, I know you've been writing a lot about this, and
Yes.
it's sensitive to you, having that be your past.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting, just kind of uncovering like what's at the core of this movement.
Yeah.
And talking with Lucas, who is, such a good guy, and he's straight shooter. He's very respectful. He doesn't play games.
He's a legit guy. I've got a world of respect for him. It's amazing. So that's Belief. That is our Belief series. So it's going well so far. The other series that we are starting, or I am starting, I guess, is the Detox series. Now, we haven't currently recorded anything as yet, but I've got a number of interviews lined up in the next week or two, so there's plenty in the works. The Detox series is essentially, if I can refer to my blog post about it today, so basically I was putting a call out to all those who've been burned out and kicked to the edges from toxic and soul-destroying forms of religion. So this is an ongoing series essentially for those wanting to share their stories of experiencing practices and expressions of faith that have left them bloody and wounded, with no clue what to do about it. So that's, again, quite dear to my heart, I guess you could say, in regards to...
No, absolutely. I mean, it was part of the theme that we discussed before we even started the Fundamental Escape. I mean, it's like a sub-theme of our past episodes already. And... I know that's something that's super interesting to me is I still, just outside of our recorded episodes, just in casual conversations, I come across people in that space where they don't know where they are. They're refugees. They're in detox from the belief system they were raised in, and they don't know where to go. And it's a really compelling conversation because, I mean, it's not something that there's like 100 people struggle with this. Like it's a rare disease or something. This is millions.
Yeah.
Millions of people are in this place,
Oh,
and
absolutely. And it makes me think as well, the conversation we had with, say, Kathy Escobar about, faith shift and this kind of, these statistics that are coming out to say that, there's millions of people who are essentially just walking away from their faith and, just in this sort of zone of like, what the hell is going on and where do I go from here? And I guess what excites me the most about doing this extra stuff on YouTube is it gives us a chance to connect with our audience, like literally connect, and to hear the stories of the people that we're aiming to speak to, I guess you could say. So how do you feel about that, David? Do you have any kind of thoughts, any profound ideas?
Well, yeah, from Kathy Escobar, it was one of her statistics was the fastest growing religious group in the United States was
the
people
nuns.
who are leaving
Yeah.
the or a church yet still believe in God.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that describes those people we just mentioned before that. It's maybe there's no church within 20 miles
Right.
that is a comfortable place to pray and just be part of that community. So people, maybe they force themselves to go to a place that just doesn't resonate with them, and then over time they just can't take it anymore, but they still believe in God. So they're like, well, what do I do? Where do I go?
Yeah.
And maybe my family members or my friends still pull me to this church that makes me uncomfortable. So to kind of break away from that like bubble, so to speak, you have to disagree with friends and family.
Yeah.
And that's now that's starting to get into like some heavy stuff. That's hard to deal with.
Absolutely. I think just to contrast the two series, like the Belief and the Detox, is that I think the Belief series will appeal obviously to those who are maybe already in the atheist camp, as Lucas already is himself. Just to point out, in our latest discussion on episode 2, he shared some profound sort of, insights and respect for Jesus as a person. And I think, as I said in the episode, I think many Christians will listen to some of his words and it will just blow their tiny minds to hear an atheist say some of the things he said in regards to Jesus. In regards to the Detox series, I think my aim, I guess my hope, is to create some space and some conversation around these people who are walking away, or as Reba Riley says it, that she didn't leave her faith, but her faith left her. And I think that's something that really sticks with me, and those kind of people. Even Kathy Escobar talks about her book with the conversation with that girl who says, I don't know what I believe about Jesus anymore, and it scares me. So I think that's kind of my aim, just to contrast those two ideas of these people that have already said, no, I'm kind of done with religion, and atheism is where I'm at, versus these people kind of going, I don't want to go into this atheist camp, and I'm still at this place where I believe, and I just don't know what to do with it. So I think they're going to work quite well side by side, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, Mark, I have to do some blogging right now, and I have a warm glass of prune juice waiting for me in my office right now, and I need to attend to it.
Well, thank you for taking the time to help enlighten our listeners. And again, just in closing, I would point, if you are on our YouTube channel, check out the playlists, because I'm kind of ordering everything in logical spaces, so you can kind of navigate easier if you just click on the playlist. So cool. So more podcasts to come, people. Exciting.
Very exciting.